Hello and welcome to Customer Effects Training Snippets. My name is Dale Richter and today we'll be talking about scheduling a new literature request in the SalesLogix web client. Here I've opened up my web client and currently looking at the contacts detail view. This is probably where you'd want to start when you're scheduling a literature request if you're going to be doing that for a specific contact, like I have here, Dave Adams. To schedule that literature request, I'm just going to go up to the top of the screen here to my Schedule menu and click on Schedule. One of my menu options here is Literature Request. When I choose Schedule a Literature Request, it does bring up the dialog box to schedule a literature request. Here it shows that the request is for Dave Adams, the contact we have open in the background. Then we can put a description in there. I just normally use literature request or lit request as my description. Send by, you can choose what date you want this sent out by. And you have a little calendar over on the right here that you can choose your date. I'll put tomorrow's date there. And then send via, I do have a pick list over on the right hand side. So you can choose what service is going to be used to send these out. I'm just going to put on here USPS, the United States Postal Service. I can put a priority on this if I want, high, medium, low, immediate. I'm just going to put medium. And then there's a place for a template here. So I'm going to go in here and choose my template. And it shows all my different templates here. I'm going to choose the company information template. Over on the right hand side here, there's some options for printing the literature list. If we don't want to send this with a cover letter, we don't have to. We could just say only the attachment list. That would be only the things that we're sending out in this literature request. We can choose with the cover letter. We can put the cover letter and the attachment list on separate pages. And then we can also only print the cover letter and not an attachment list at all. I'll choose on a separate page. So it'll print out the cover letter and it'll also print out the attachment list, but they'll be on separate pages. Down in the bottom part of the screen here is where you see all your different pieces of literature. Now, setting up literature requests is a different webinar altogether. You can do that through your tools menu in your LAN client. But here you're just going to choose the literature that you're going to send out. So you see we have several pieces of literature here, like the company overview. They have a company vision document here, as well as down a little bit lower here, they have a couple handouts that we could give out mouse pads or pen and pencil sets. So over on the left here, if I want to send out one company overview, I'm just going to put a 1 in there. In the corporate vision, I'll put a 1. And let me see what else. A pricing sheet, I'll put a 1 in there. And down in the bottom here, let's choose a pen and pencil set. I'll put a 1 in there. So those are all the different things that I'm going to send out to this Dave Adams. I want to make sure to save that literature request. When I save that literature request, then if I scroll down in the record here, we do have a literature request tab, and you'll see that that literature request is going to show up right underneath that tab. So, and then the other portion of that would be to fulfill that literature request. And I'll also do that in a different webinar. But we would go in, a user in the company would have the option to go in and fulfill literature requests on the LAN client, not on the web client. So again, you would simply pull up your contact record here. You would go up to the Schedule menu to choose Schedule Literature Request. Fill out the top portion of the screen. Choose your pieces of literature that you want to send. Once you've done that, you would go ahead and click your Save icon. And at that point, it would bring you right back to your contact record, and you should be able to see that literature request underneath the literature request tab on the contact record. This webinar has been scheduling a new literature request in SalesLogix web client. Have a great day.